I listened to this message from Sani Abacha, this former senator that was removed from the office on the Democracy Day. I don't know who invited him as a guest to speak. You need to listen to what he said, the message, how he talks to Tinubu directly, how he used wisdom to talk to Tinubu, to let Tinubu knows that what is going on, the country, the problem the country is facing. Just take your time, listen to this short message. I don't know. Just listen.
A day like this will not be complete without appreciating the role played. The likes of Chief Abraham Adesanya, Alani Akao Boshoru, and the likes of Fred Edo. Mr. President, even though the governor of Kaduna State removed me from the seat, I will always remember that he was one of those who stood for us when we were in prison. He was among those who kept the torch of freedom alive while many of us languished in the cell. Mr. President, I would like to draw your attention to this fact and this truth. The national anthem cannot unite a nation. The national pledge cannot unite a nation.
Exactly.
A constitution cannot unite a nation. A nation is united by the ideals of freedom. A nation is united by equity and by justice. Many younger generations of today have not and couldn't know the sacrifice we have made to restore democracy to this country. It is important that we bring to attention to those who were not here in those days of the struggle. This democracy was not a gift given to us by the military.
Not at all.
It was not a lottery that we won. It was a product of struggle and sacrifice. There were people who were forced into exile, like the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
Yes, Tinubu was one
the
of
likes
them.
of Wole Soyinka.
Yeah, of course.
There were people who were sent to prison, like us. We're supposed to spend the first 15 years of our life in prison.
I can kill Abiola.
But by the magnanimity of God, we were out. There were many who were dead. This democracy was a product of struggle. The Academic Staff Union of Nigeria made sacrifices. Nigerian media made sacrifices. The Nupeng, headed by the like of Frank Okori, made sacrifices. The National Association of Nigerian Students made sacrifices. This democracy was a product of that struggle, was a product of that commitment, and was a product of that determination. Mr. President, you have a duty to succeed. If you succeed, you will share your glory.
Of course.
You came from the trenches, you came from that struggle,
and you did
from that period of struggle. Mr. President, if you fail, they will say that those of you who fought for democracy have nothing new to offer to Nigeria.
Look at what you are doing yourself.
We'll pray for you, and we believe that the reforms which you have taken, there is no doubt about it, you too have recognized the untold hardship and the suffering it has inflicted on millions of people.
Shehu Sani, God bless you.
We are expecting that at the end of the day, it will bear fruit, and people will rejoice and say that the sacrifices that they have made, the consequences of that reforms, was something that was worth all this trouble. Mr. President, thank you for the honor and the privilege, and do something about the Nigerian prisons, because they were the ones who hosted us in those days and in those dark days of the struggle. And in the last call, Mr. President, there are some people who are still in detention as a result of the NSAS protest. They were young people who were protesting for justice, for freedom, and for democracy. Any young protester in Nigeria today learn from you.
Of course.
Because you were the father of protest.
The leaders of protest.
Do something about it. Give them the freedom. You taught us, you funded us to stand up and fight. So they are your children and your grandchildren. Give them the pardon. Thank you and God bless.
If you listen to that short message, that's it. That is, you see how he used wisdom to talk to Tinubu, to let Tinubu know what he did in the past. Today, these people are like, we are like your grandchildren, fighting for our right. You should not stop, and you should do the needful. You understand? You taught us how to fight for our right then, right? Democracy. You started. That's why on the Democracy Day, you speak, you see the numbers of people you give heroes to, you mention, you make reference to for what they stand for at that time. Even this Wale Soyinka. You understand? So you should not deprive us our right, and this is the time. The country were still even good, or even no. But look at it today. After how many years of independence, we are still at this stage. So this is what these senators, the senators that are supposed to talk to Tinubu because they are party. Nobody is bold enough to send a direct message to Tinubu like this. You see Tinubu how he looks, the message when he listens. You understand? So these are the message. You cannot forget the past so quickly. That's why what you do today is waiting for you. And this is the time now. You came as a president. You expect people to fold hands and be watching you when things are not going well. No. We fight for our right. You should not disturb us. It's reference again to NSAS. So, Tinubu, this is a direct message to you. Work on it. Know what to do. Unite this country. Bring peace and unity. Nobody wants you to fail as a president. But because you are not doing the needful, that's why everybody are talking. People want you to succeed. When you succeed, Nigeria succeed. When you failed, Nigeria as a country failed. And the country is failing under your watch. That's why a lot of people are talking. Because it has never been this bad. So, people that are supposed to come criticize you, talk to you directly today, they are being beneficiaries of your administration. Nobody is bold enough to send a direct message to talk to you. But whenever somebody come out with boldness to speak on issues, to tell you, your members will come after the person to say because he's not APC, because he belongs to another party, that's why he's speaking like that. No, the truth must be told. You see, everything this man said it all. But you need to go home and work on it and digest it. Come and make this country proud. You are the president of today. No matter what everybody is saying today, whether you illegitimate president, this, that, the elections, everything has passed. If there's anything anybody could do with the talk here and there, they would have done it. But because you are not the commander-in-chief today, everything they are saying is how to move the country forward. Is how to move the country forward. You are not the number one. But if you are doing well, people will speak on your behalf. When you are not doing well, people will come out and speak. But do not shut them down when they are saying what they saw. When things are not going well, those people speaking for the truth, for the masses, do not shut them down. You did it in the past. It is time for others to do it, to criticize you when you are not doing well. If you do not want criticism, you need to come out clean, make this country proud. Please share this video.